Okay, here's Chance. It's rainy and yuck outside. So, I'll show you I'm feeding him barehanded. Come on, Chance. Your leash is tangled. Okay. We have a leash tangled around the leg. Come on, boy. There we go. Good boy. So he's now comfortable enough to just eat out of my hand. I have no gloves on, as you can see. There we go. Good boy. And since last night, I put a prong collar on him last night, and I had the gloves on, and I was kind of fumbling around, and I had to use a prong collar that was much too big for him. But I put a prong collar on him last night, and one of his attempted bites, I corrected him with the prong collar, and basically used teeth for teeth and just told him, no, you're not going to do that to me. He has not offered to bite me since. I was still using the gloves when I got him out of his kennel just for safety measure, and he was showing some strong avoidance when I reached my hand in there, you know, just kind of leaning his head away and trying to get away from me, and he was very stiff, but he never once tried to snap at me or bite me. So that's definite progress in one day, and all it took was the one correction, and it wasn't a real harsh or strong correction. It was just speaking his language. That's how Chance has been communicated with, is by other dogs. He's never communicated with people before. So the fact that I'm talking right now and he's eating out of my hand is helping to kind of desensitize him just to human voice and everything. Good boy. Good boy. Very good. Tastes good, huh? So this is how he will eat every meal for probably the next couple weeks. And this is good because this is a hand extended out to him, and I want a hand extended out to him to be a good thing and not a bad thing. In the past, you know, we don't know if he's ever been touched by people before. My guess would probably be no, due to the number of dogs and the fact that they were just living on a deck in a backyard somewhere. I would be willing to bet that he was just a puppy from a litter that just never got touched or messed with. They probably didn't care. I mean, they had a lot of dogs out there that just kept breeding, so. But he's doing great and doing lots of petting. Still with the gloves on, but I've graduated from welding gloves to just regular leather gloves, which I think my husband actually took inside with him. But notice he's not shying away from my hand either at this point. He's comfortably, calmly eating out of my hand. So this is counter conditioning, just teaching him that for survival now, he has to accept people. Because before, I don't know how his normal feeding routine was, but now he's becoming dependent on me. He's not getting any food that doesn't come out of my hand. So it's accept my presence or starve. And I can guarantee you he will not starve himself. It's on a nice loose leash too. I'm not pulling him towards me. He's just kind of sitting here. Good boy. Oh, you're even gonna move closer? Here. There you go. You can see his body language. He's keeping his body back and he's leaning really close in to get to where the food is. also just keeping my hand down here next to him while he's eating, just to make sure he doesn't develop any resource guarding towards people with their hands or anything. Good boy. Good boy. Good. Another thing I'll be doing with him is a lot of good. Because when I'm training commands, I use the word good as a marker. Good. So I want him to associate the word good with something good coming from me. Good. Good, Chance. Good. Good, Chance. This is similar to what people do with a clicker. When they're clicker training a dog, they'll click and then treat, and then click and then treat. And with Chance, I'm using a word. Good. Good, Chance. Also, just a note, he has not tried to pee or poop in my garage once. I've taken him out to the grass and he has peed quite urgently after running around the garage for 5 or 10 minutes and never once trying to pee on the pavement. So I don't know if he had access to grass where he was, but he tends to prefer to pee in the grass. So he's gonna be an easy one to house train, I would believe. Even with the rain, he didn't mind going out in the rain. Good. Good, Chance. Good. All right, good boy. But that's where we're gonna end our session now on a good note. I have full confidence that this guy is fully able to be rehabbed. He just needs some work. So he's gonna be a good dog for somebody. He'll probably always be a little bit skittish, but he's gonna be probably a submissive dog. The low bite threshold is a little bit of a concern of mine, but he's getting a lot better about it. So I'm trying to figure out if the low bite threshold is just a low bite threshold in general, or if it's just he's that scared that he's in the fight or flight stage and he thinks that, you know, that's his only option. So, so far it seems to have diminished, and we'll see how that goes, if it stays that way, or if that changes over the next couple days. So, making good progress, aren't we, Chance?